Wireframe is in layman terms, if you see by this, you can say the meaning of this, it looks like you are creating a diagram with the help of physical wires. That is something looking like that. But in case of the product management, this is used with the help of the digital tools. We will discuss the tool part later on. And with the help of the digital tools, you are creating the UX layout, user experience layout, so that how your interface will look like. You will get a first feel of your product by creating this wireframe. Or you can say it is the visual layout, how your applications, how your features, and how your options are placed into your web page or in your smartphone app. Or you can say it is the first blueprint you are creating to get the first feel of your application. Before development of the application, you can understand how it will look like. For this purpose, the wireframe is very, very important. And you can decide where you have to position the logo, the company name, the options, the drop down feature, the click feature. You can place each and everything on this wireframe. So what is the utility? Utility means it serves as the first building block for the design team. And once you create this wireframe, as a product manager, you have to create it and share it with the, you can say, engineering team. And that engineering team will start converting this blueprint into the front end and the back end, so that it will create a whole product, so that you will get a first look how your product will work, which page will come after clicking which option. So based upon this wireframe, you decide the application map, design so many pages, just like in the smartphone. Once you suppose you can say create the, you can say LinkedIn app. Under the LinkedIn app, first the sign up page is coming up, then you create the account and then sign in, and then you get the home page. After home page, suppose you click on messaging, you will have a different page. Suppose if you click on post page, you will have a different page. If you want to send on connection links, you have a different page. If you go on the search, you have a different page. So many different pages you have to design it, how they will look like, how they will connect with each other with the help of application map. So this first layout, you can have a look by clicking on this wireframe. Now, what is the best time to create? You have to create during the initial phase of the design process only, so that you can take multiple iterations. And initially, little, you can say, amount of the options striking in your mind, and you can test each and every options. And based upon that, as the time passes, you can explore multiple options and you can keep on adding during the wireframe design phase. So these are the benefits. Once you create it, you can take a, you can say, consideration of the technical team, how they will look like, how they will work, whether it is feasible or not feasible to implement. What are the issues will coming up if you integrate the first wireframe page with respect to the second wireframe page, how they will navigate it, how the information will pass it. Just like suppose if you want to design a checkout page, whether this checkout page, when whatever the bank account details you are entering, it is safe and secure or not, and how it will be navigate back to the third party page and come back on your platform. That you can take a call with the help of the technical team, it is feasible or not feasible, and on that basis you can add or remove the existing features also. That is the first part with the technical team. Second thing, you can discuss directly with the business development team, which is made up of sales, marketing, operations, and finance, so that you can take a clarity about what features you want to act, how much is the impact on the business, and how it can increase the experience of a customer. So it's a first reference documentation for the team to fall back for the functional specifications. Now there are two more things are which very similar to the wireframe. So this is you can say the wireframe. If you see the layout of that, it is having just rectangle, lines, squares, and oval shape icons only. That's it. But there is no picture, there is no icon. Oh, sorry, no pictures and no animations and no infographics are there. It is plain textual format only. I repeat, plain textual format that is coming under your wireframe. So take first, you have to develop this, showcase to the technical team and as well as business development team. Once it is developed and take their feedback, then you create this mockup. Mockup, basically, there is a difference in that you are adding animations and the content. That is called as mockup. But why mockup design? If you are a startup and you are coming up with the, you can say, idea, and you create the mockup, you can easily attract the investors so that they can start investing in your product. And definitely you will get huge amount of investment to proceed from the you can say one phase to another phase. This is basically designed to get the approval from leadership team. Secondly, convince the investors for the funding and pitching perspective. And once you will get final feedback, then you create the prototype. This is the, you can say, final version of your product, which is replicated as it is in designing of the product, in actual designing as well as building of the product. So engineering team will basically replicate the prototype as it is, whatever you have finalized as a product manager, and they will start developing it. So these three things are different from each other. So you can say in terms of their differences, information is very less, whereas in prototype, high level of information is captured. Whereas in case of function, this prototype can be used to collect the feedback and test your product. So prototype is very important. Whereas in terms of the cost, lower amount of cost is used because it can be developed by the tool. But with the help of animations and you can say colors and infographics, that prototype will be having huge cost. But this is finalized and it is logged. Once it is logged, then straight away the development has been prepared as it is. So that's how the difference between this mockup, wireframe as well as the prototype. So this is how you can proceed with the help of the effort and time. Means first you create the rough layout with the help of pen and paper as a product manager. Then with the help of digital tool, you create wireframe, then mockup, and then prototype. With the help of this, you can say effort and the time and fidelity. So how to sketch and how to develop your, you can say, wireframe. First of all, you need to have a clarity. What is the business goal? What I want to achieve from a product. That need to be aligned with the digital interface. Suppose you want to, you can say, connect, you can say the mentor and the mentee. Suppose you want to create a, you can say, mentorship platform on an app. So the business goal is mentor can search the mentee and mentee can search the mentor. Okay. So suppose you want to create a mentorship platform on a smartphone app. So what is the business goal? Both can, you can say, develop a network with each other and they can get the benefit. The platform can connect the mentor and mentee to each other. That will be the business goal. How the content need to be placed means you need to create a separate profile for the mentee as well as for the mentor. That's how you can place the content for the organization page. Or position your product logo as well as your you can say main message. How it will look like, and if you want to read more, it will click on another page and it will provide the enough detail. And then you can draw the attention of the user. Means in shortest amount of time, in limited space, your USP should be highlighted. And how it should be highlighted, in which you can say text it will be there, that will be decided on the arriving on the page. And then call to action. If the person is generate the interest to click and book the mentorship, you can say session, that will be called as your call to action. And thereafter you can set the expectation of your digital page and proceed for the, you can say, checkout page. That's how you can sketch a wireframe in a step-by-step manner. But all the things you need to consider in a sequential order to sketch the diagram. So now coming to this, how you can sketch it. In the sketch, the rough layout is there with the help of pen and paper. Thereafter, you have to design the wireframe, then mockup, and then prototype. This is how you can proceed in a sequential manner. And then this is the rough layout of your, you can say, wireframe. Suppose you design a screen A, means page number 1. Once you click on this, you will get to the page number 2. In the page number 2, suppose in the search, you have 3 different profiles are there. So different, once you click on different, you will get a different page. So first, suppose this is a screen C, there are more details. And if you want to get the location, it will be proceed towards the screen C, screen E. That's how you have to design different wireframe for different set of the pages for your website. This is basically your user interface layout. And based upon that, you can start development of your front end and the back end and conjoin it. Coming to the mockup is just a little bit different from the wireframe. You are using now animations and you are now entering the content. That's how they are different from each other. And lastly, about the tools, which tools you are using. In wireframe, we are using the Balsamiq. In mockup, we are using the Pop. In prototype, we are using Envision, and in collaborate, we are using the Zapier. So multiple tools are there, which will be used in different perspective.